Here's the latest on 3i Atlas. It just landed on an official tracking list by a global defense network. The Minor Planet Center issued a formal circular calling for a 2-month observing campaign. This is the International Asteroid Warning Network, mobilizing observers worldwide with mandatory workshops and standardized measurement protocols. New telescope images show the object has no tail and displays circular structures that do not match any comet on record. And SETI just updated its contact protocols for the first time in 15 years. As always, I'm here to report the information without bias, and you can decide what to believe. You can find the sources in my detailed articles at ufonews.co, along with in the description box below. Hey ufologers, I'm Cristina Gomez, and welcome to this episode of UFO News Updates. On October 21st, 2025, the Minor Planet Center, which operates under the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory and serves as the global hub for tracking asteroids and comets, issued an official circular announcing a coordinated observation campaign for 3i Atlas. The circular, which is essentially an official bulletin distributed to observatories and space agencies worldwide, was organized by the International Asteroid Warning Network, a group that monitors objects posing potential Earth impact threats. Running from November 27th, 2025 through January 27th of 2026, the campaign aims to obtain precise precisional measurements of 3i Atlas, which is challenging because the gas and dust surrounding comets obscure their true center and complicate trajectory calculations. The program includes a mandatory preparatory workshop on November 10th, with registration closing November 7th, followed by 3 teleconferences designed to standardize measurement techniques and evaluate the global community's tracking capabilities for planetary defense purposes. Here's why this matters. Accurate trajectories separate harmless objects from potential Earth impact risks. This feeds directly into planetary defense, early warning systems, and this proves they are watching 3i Atlas like a hawk, just like the rest of us. Even though so many worldwide observatories are not discussing this publicly, everyone is watching. Dobsonian power using a solar telescope captured new images of 3i Atlas, and the object is currently positioned behind the sun from Earth's perspective, but above the solar disk. And a solar telescope is required to observe Atlas right now due to its position. Now, the raw images were processed by removing noise and enhancing contrast. When zoomed in, the images reveal structures that are difficult to explain, and the processed images show a circular form. There's no massive tail. The zoomed sections display patterns and details that look more geometric than diffused. And the circular shape, absence of a tail, and sharp details are not consistent with observed cometary behavior. So this is generating questions within the observing community. But bear with me, there is so much more that we need to cover here, such as how the sun is reacting to this whole thing, and how SETI is now playing a role in all of this. As 3i Atlas gets closer to the sun, reaching its nearest point on October 29th, 2025, the perihelion, the amount of energy hitting it is skyrocketing. According to geophysicist Stefan, when the object was far out in space between stars, it barely received any energy from the sun. Now, as it approaches, it is receiving 10 billion times more energy. On October 21st, the sun threw out a massive cloud of hot gas and magnetic energy called a coronal mass ejection, and it's heading straight towards 3i Atlas. Data from a spacecraft monitoring the sun shows that electron levels have already jumped more than 10 times higher, and scientists expect another surge soon that could create a strong radiation storm. If this energy burst reaches Earth, it could cause the most severe type of geomagnetic storm.
We're effectively looking at the sun like this. Earth is rotating its orbit this way. 3i Atlas is going through this way. And on December 19th, Earth and 3i Atlas have their closest approach. It's still pretty far apart, but we're both moving in the same direction effectively at this moment in time. 3i Atlas is just exactly on the opposite side. So there's like this energy tether between them, moving like this through the solar system. And right when that alignment hit the sun, we get this massive coronal mass ejection that's now launching towards 3I Atlas when it's at its greatest solar irradiance, likely its highest energy levels. And then we don't know what happens with it when it gets hit. It's going to get hit by this radiation storm a lot stronger than us. Let us look at our NASA models for this, okay? So that's a coronal mass ejection, really big solar storm launch. We could get more. Those sunspot groups are still active, right? This could be the first of multiple, and I think there's probably more, but we'll have to wait and see.
On October 21st, the same day, the Minor Planet Center issued its circular, and Atlas was hit by a CME. SETI released updated post-detection protocols. And for those that don't know, SETI is the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. These protocols define procedures for handling confirmed detection of extraterrestrial techno-signatures. The previous version was published in 2010. Before that was 1989, and the 2025 update includes substantive revisions. The scope overall has expanded. The old protocols focus primarily on radio signals. The new version encompasses techno-signatures broadly: artificial structures, industrial atmospheric signatures, engineered electromagnetic emissions, and other technological indicators. A critical addition addresses communication, how to combat misinformation, and the updated protocols explicitly prohibits individuals from transmitting replies to extraterrestrial intelligence without prior United Nations consultation. Reception and analysis are permitted, but transmission is not. This new version also went through a 2-year revision process. Now, under the revised framework, detection requires immediate reporting through official channels. Any response must undergo international review. The protocol aims to establish a globally coordinated framework, ensuring any credible detection is handled with scientific rigor, ethical oversight, and international coordination. The timing overall raises so many questions. Why release a comprehensive update on the same day a global tracking campaign launches for an anomalous interstellar object? It is all worth mentioning that NASA recently transitioned under intelligence oversight. Public communication about 3I Atlas has been minimal compared to previous interstellar objects. When Oumuamua and Borisov passed through, there were press conferences, published studies, and continuous updates. With 3I Atlas, institutional silence overall is dominating. There was also a reported meeting involving 800 military personnel, approximately 54 kilometers from a major radio telescope facility in Quantico. Here's the clip from CNN about it.
Mysterious order coming from the U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. He has summoned hundreds of top U.S. generals and admirals to a meeting in Quantico, Virginia on Tuesday. The senior military officers will be coming from around the world, but no one seems to know why. None of the officers are admirals or generals.
Are all of these events connected, or are we witnessing something that's just unrelated to all the timing? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm Cristina Gomez, and that is it for today. I will see you again tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST for another UFO news update. Be safe, and remember, keep your eyes on the skies. If you enjoyed today's show, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the notification bell as I do daily UFO news and updates. Fresh UAP stories, government disclosures, and breaking developments land here every single day.